is these are the top 10 tickers I watch in NQ because I'm, I predominantly trade NQ. And obviously they're pretty heavily weighted in SPY as well, so it still works. Trying to see, I don't know where they have that link. Here's the NASDAQ weighting. NASDAQ weighting by stock. What the hell is this? All right, composition of the NASDAQ 100 index is 62% technology, 17% discretionary. Top 10 companies, this is as of June of last year. That's not bringing up the date. Anyways, Google's about 5% combined between with and without the L. AVGO is 4.44. Meta 4.76. There's got to be a more updated list. Like, where the frig is it? No, I have it somewhere. Oh. Is this it? When is this last updated? As of the 12th of March. Yay. Okay. Apple 9%, Microsoft, NVIDIA, Amazon, Broadcom, Meta. So Meta's actually less than the last link I was on because I thought it said 4.44. And then here's the two. Google's about 5%. Netflix is like 2.68. Oh, Tesla's not even in here, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Costco? Wait a second. Costco has a bigger weighting in the NASDAQ than Tesla. Wild. This must have changed as Tesla's dropped. That's freaking crazy. Shiny knows. Shiny object syndrome always knows. Okay. So being that, anyways, these are the top 10 that I'm like always watching, right? Well, because like the majority of the time, these are the 10, these 10, I would be trading them, right? So, one thing I did do to just clean up the chart looks a little bit better was take off the CBC flip arrows and just devote it to having it in the top left next to the ATR, which actually has helped a lot. So I'm just going to run through, let's just run through all of them and just see roughly where things are at. So from the 10th to the 11th, that was a Monday, Tuesday. Yep. So Apple just crap week, absolutely crapping out this week. Inside day off of the daily 325 SMA. Volume is picking up down here too. 210s. We swept any key levels? Really? Oh, but you know what we did do though? Oh, that's what we did. Okay. So everybody remember in August when we had that huge move down overnight and it was like all of this fear and like the market just had this crazy sell-off and it was like, we're gonna go like Armageddon, we're gonna just go right to zero. And no, we didn't. So here's what happened though. We had this gap down and then, right, if I was to, because this gap down was from the close here to the open here, if I was to extend this to the right, what did we do? We have retested the golden zone of that gap. That's funny. Okay. Damn. I'm sorry. I'm still trying this cough. All right. So charts wise, a lot going on here on Apple. Gap down, gap down. 2 gap downs this week. Unless we see a big move. Oh, wait a second. When's FOMC? Ooh. Ooh. It's Wednesday, the 19th. Oh, there. Or retail sales at 8:30 on Monday. Wednesday, the 19th. Let me make sure my schedule is cleared. It sure is. Only day I have to work this week is Monday. Okay. Well, we'll just get some stuff going here. What is this level? It's 213. Ah, okay. So we did this. This does look like a potential break-in base under this key area. This was the 916 low, but then we had, this was an FOMC event. Huge volume right here. Holy shit. Can't type either. Okay. Key level 213. All right, so you can see that huge volume up here. I'm gonna just see it on a clear set. Really clear. Dude, what was up with this volume right here on the 20th? That like the highest volume day of all time? Hmm. It's interesting. I don't know what that's all about on Apple, but Shiny probably knows that too. Shiny, if you watch this, you know what happened there. Let me know. Okay, but look, big move down, right? If you wanted to draw the fib from here, if we wanted to draw the fib like just from this week alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, you know, pulling back up into the daily 200s makes a lot of sense. That's a $9 move back upwards. So I think it's important to like watch for that. And it would bring us back to where there is one unfilled gap in, if, is that the 61 there? Yeah, it's about the 61 to what's not filled. So that'd be Tuesday's high. All right, so potential, but I've already got this area highlighted, so I'm really watching this area for rejection here. So, I'm gonna just extend this over a couple more weeks. Watching for that to be the gap fill. Potential BNB under okay. All right, so I would be watching for a pop back up on Apple. I think it's more likely that we move up than we move down. I put a lot of these like same thought process charts into the skilled floor on Thursday morning, and then like a lot of the setups just failed. Like in terms of I thought that we could potentially push with seeing the lower wick, and then we made one more move down, and then Friday we sat inside of the prior day on a lot of tickers. I think Meta did this too. We'll get there. So watching for a pop back up to daily 9 EMA / pink gap area. Okay, that's enough on Apple. AMD. Junk. It's a junk stock. It's junk. Just shit. But it is consolidating here. Interestingly enough, AMD multiple gap ups this week. So kind of, it's difficult to see. I know I've got like a bunch of drawings. Let me try to put this on the right. Because you see what we did was on 311 to 312, we gapped up. Then we held the golden zone area of this gap, got bought up, and then gapped up into Friday. And now previous day closes at Friday there. So, and it filled this gap down. We filled this gap down. Look, see the rejection there. Push lower, swept the low, filled this gap up here, came down. Now this gap up area is holding. This has definitely got the bear flaggy look, but if the market shows strength, this is going to push back up. But otherwise, there is definite like bear flag vibes there. And I would think that this looks just about perfect. Let's go on like the weekly. Oh no, I think this has got room to bounce too. Anybody else, you guys are all free to chime in. If you're even listening, if you're even out there. To see the weekly lows here. What's this price level? 92. Okay. MD. I'm gonna make these all as just post AMD. Trying to hold weekly demands. All of these fibs above are like gap downs, unfilled gap downs. The weekly, the daily again. Yep, gap up. And look at it, held that gap up and just pushed. So trying to hold weekly demand, lots of unfilled gap downs above. Bear flagging on daily, but held the 2 gaps up this week. Weekly 325 SMA is there as well. Screenshot. Bulls trying to hold the reclaim of 100. Okay. I think that's good for AMD. Let's move on. Amazon. Okay, so Amazon, big gap sitting below on the daily. This is from earnings. So, but the three, right in the remaining part of the gap, there is the 325 SMA. Yeah. What do we do here this week? We gapped up, closed the gap in the same day. Then we gapped down, but we filled it like right away. Then we gapped up into Friday and held the golden zone of it. So this also looks real bear flaggy. Okay, if Amazon does not reclaim like 198 and if 198, 88, 199, if Amazon doesn't reclaim and base on 199, gap fill at 186.12, likely. Okay. But weekly doji, like weekly spinning top there at the bottom. Okay. Okay. Right. Well, that's Amazon. I think that one's pretty clear. Yeah, for real, poetic. For real. I don't think anybody's actually listening. I think they just like tuned in and they walked away from their computer. AVGO filled the large earnings gap down, gapped up and held the golden zone of it. Another one that looks bear flaggy. So basically, it looks like a break in base under the mid 190s here. Let me see this again. Just want to go. Like it's very clear here. They failed to flip the candle by candle long on the daily, right? They flipped it long here, it held, pushed up. Looks like a weak pullback. Would I go short here? Like I would off of this. Huge bearish engulfing. If I look at just this one bearish engulfing candle by itself, it's in the golden zone of the body, or the whole thing. AVGO looks like a short. I would not be... All right. Okay. He's up to date on AVGO. Let's look at Google. Google, oof, large gap down. I mean, just incredible gap down there. This week into Monday. CPI barely wicked off of it. Yada yada yada. Okay. This gap up was filled. This old gap was filled. Weak gap down, did not fill it. We gapped up and filled it. But just sideways. So Google's going sideways. Looks like we could come up, fill. Looks like we could come up, fill this gap down, and then reject. Is my thought. Yeah, we're on 170. 69. Candle by candle is technically long. Flip short here, so then it's back to short. Just barely wicked over the high, essentially an inside day. Oh shit, I didn't realize. AVGO was not an inside day. Amazon was inside day. That'll be good to watch. breaks down one way or the other. AMD. It's not an inside day. But Apple was. Okay. Google. Therefore, bulls did not reclaim control because they didn't fill the CBC back. Unfilled gap above to 169.03. Does have it's a bear flag look. Arch gap above to 175. But again, sitting on this daily 325 SMA, could see new lows broken as a potential fake out though. Just listen on the weekly. Oh, double hammer. Hammer, hammer. I wonder if I'm missing anything on the daily. I am. Fourth to the 25th. Thursday, Friday gap. Either respect there. Respected here. Pushed up. Okay, it did get filled. Interesting. So it closed back above it. We pushed off of the bottom. Ah, see? Interesting stuff. Okay, I gotta take a new picture though. Okay. Let's look and see what else we got. Google. Geez, so I got 5 more. Oh my god. Meta. Then after this, I think my brain needs a break. Friday, inside day. Large move down on Thursday. Held the golden zone of the gap up. Old gap is still holding from 1231. So this is a New Year gap, actually. It's a day Friday. So let's see what happens. I mean, obviously, I'll play the chart and the price action, but we made such a large move down. Then we were inside of that candle. Tight body consolidation on less volume. It kind of looks like, you can see where it's like hitting off of this lower wick area too, like Thursday, like Wednesday buyers. All right, Wednesday lower day buyers. Yeah, the banana indicator, yeah. I mean, it does work pretty damn good a lot of the time. So, but then again, if you draw enough lines, something works. So, Microsoft, huge move on Friday into the gap, rejecting you're rejecting Monday's gap down, but still you gap down on Thursday, rejected that there, gap down Friday to Monday. Now, now this is here. That's the unfilled portion. And what are we really looking for Microsoft to do here? The hammer candle off. Sweeping this area and closing back above. Okay. Weekly. Okay. I like the long. I feel like it might be. I think it just like you're extended to the downside. You broke under here. You'll be potentially basing under it though, you know. So like, wouldn't be surprised if we pull back down some more. FOMC is really going to be the thing that FOMC is really going to be the thing that matters to like everything, you know, matters to the charts and we'll decide where we're really going to go. But like on the daily. The daily, like, it's under all the EMAs, but then puts in this big pop candle. And that's like this move down, little pop, pushes up, fails, right? Big pop, fails again. Now another big pop. Are we really going to go from 389 and turn down under 376? Or are we going to, you know, maybe potentially come down and then push off again, you know? That was a pretty strong move on Friday. Netflix. So Netflix gapped up and held it, as most tickers did. Filled the earnings gap, now rejecting out of the golden zone of potentially rejecting out of the golden zone of that large earnings gap. Yep. Didn't get a picture of that week chart. What up, Axe? Doing big dog. What's up, Duff? Okay, if we're gonna hold, if so, now that we've like, you know, so you have earnings gap up, come back down, right? And then we reject this, and so then we come down. We're like in this 78s area, holding this area, filled this gap up, right? And then we, you know, this gap up here, and then we gap up again into Friday. So it kind of looks like it's trying to put in a potential higher low, right? Of course, it does look like a bear flag. Inside day as well. Because, like, you go here, here. You can basically hit all three of it like that. See what happens. See the weekly. Weekly doesn't look bad, though. Weekly looks like it's trying to hold. But, I mean, it also does look like the pullback to continue for 3-bar lower. What's good? What's good? Checking out this updated CBC Flip Chip for TYS, the best charting software. Houthis are currently Houthis? What is that, dude? Are those the Oh, those are rebels, right? Like, where are they? Middle East, right? They're in like are they in Syria or are they in Yemen? I know where they're. I know what you're talking about though. Let me just Google them shits. Trump launches strike against Yemen's Houthis. Oh. While warning Iran, Trump vowed to use overwhelming lethal force. Okay. All right. They're attacking Israel. Oh, shipping attack. Dude, this is stupid. I could definitely see this one spilling off some more, but there's a lot of volume there. Really picked up on the volume on the week. Mm. Yeah, the new CBC flip script is nice though, dude. I like having it just in the corner and then on all the charts. Who left? NVDA looking strong. I gotta delete this. This is useless. This was freaking key. I wonder what this looks like 512. Yep, 512 EMA trying to curl. Yep. Yep. Solid. Oh, look at this gap up, still holding right here. New week gap too. This first week of September. Boom. Oh, shit, just kissed it. That was the literal bottom. Two strong gap ups this week. So gap down on Monday, move lower, then reverse. The Bears really did get steamrolled on Friday. Okay. About to take off. Strong week. Holy shit. Okay. And then last but not least, Tesla. Tesla. Come on down and get yourself a Tesla. It's all computer. Shit was funny as hell. Oh god. I cannot post this chart. This chart is a hot fucking mess. Drawing set. Let's just like save as new drawing chest. Code set for X. And let's just like, we gotta clean some shit off of this bad boy. God. Can I pull drawings? Oh. Bro, how did it remove all drawings greater than, let's just do 10 days old. All right, that's a good start. That's a good start. Cleaner. Cap there. Build cap here. Did it fill the gap? No shit, it did. Oh, that's a good sign of strength. Okay, I like that a lot. The gap, it filled it, and then it pushed, and then look, it closed up in here. Well, see, it looks good, but I don't know. It's gotta get above. It's gotta get above Monday's high, because otherwise, this just looks like a flag here, in my opinion. It's gotta get above Monday's high. Because otherwise, I just think we could easily just puke over. We're still inside this old earnings gap. Okay. We're right on the 325 SMA now, huh? He's fucking crazy. But he knows his charts, though. He does. He really does. He's crazy. He's out there. He'd be out there threatening way too many people. Like, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't even know why I'm talking about him, but he's out there. Fucking ludicrous sometimes. Like, dude, people don't agree with your charts. Like, you don't need to threaten them with Ukrainian special forces. Just make your money. Okay. So one gap up held, another gap up got filled, and then still pushed green. Is that Harambe?
What it do, baby?
Yo, what's up?
What the heck's going on? I'm in my car. I was just leaving work.
Bro, I got the day off from work. I've been pretty much like on the fucking computer charting and studying whatever for like, I've been like 6 hours in this bish.
Oh my gosh, I've missed all of this.
Nah, I mean, dude, you didn't miss much, dude. I'm fucking either coughing because I still got this cold or just rambling about nonsense.
Oh well,
But
well, that's okay. I would love to join you, but I'm obviously just now leaving work.
no, it's all good. I did do an SPX backtesting video though about like if we gap up like greater than like 12 points is what I think I had the threshold at, but like I was looking through it. Essentially, if we gap up at like greater than 12 points and then we pull back to the 10-minute 20 EMA, how many times does that result in like a continuation trade? And it's greater than 60% of the time.
Oh, nice. Okay, interesting. I
So
like that.
yeah, so I mean,
Okay.
I think it needs some tweaking to up the percentage on the win rate, but a lot of times, like the risk was like 3-4 points on SPX, and the reward, dude, sometimes the reward was 40 points, like fucking insane.
Really? Oh my gosh. Okay. Would you post that in the skill floor, or is that a?
I posted a lot of the charting like a couple months ago about it, and then I'm gonna post the video in Skilled for in a little while. It's long, but at least even if you don't watch the whole video, you can get an idea for like what I'm looking at, and then go like you can look at the charts I already posted for the backtesting too.
Absolutely. No, interesting. I will watch the whole video if I can find an opportunity to get 40 points on ES and catch some SPX like 2 out of the money in the process. I'll do it all day.
Oh, dude, that's what I'm saying, man. Because like I don't I hardly ever take SPX trades anymore, and
Yeah,
I
same.
know it's where the big money is at a lot of times, but
Yeah,
sometimes, man, sometimes there's plenty of big money about like up in the stocks that are just in play, and I need to just find stocks in play.
yeah. No, no, absolutely, I agree. I'd spent a while actually just taking a couple of not even they weren't SPX YOLOs, but they were kind of like I'd get like 2 SPX contracts that were like a one out of the money, or I'd
Yep.
get 2 in the money, and I'd spend just like $2,000 or $3,000, just kind of let them ride.
Yeah.
But after a while, you're losing $900 a trade on that, and after a while, I noticed my account was like, "What's going on? Why am I losing money lately?" I nailed this. I'm like, "Oh yeah, my SPX trade didn't work out. Oh yeah, my SPX trade didn't work out." So I was just like, let me just hone in, and lock in on some other things. I was kind of just throwing some YOLOs out there when the volatility was nice and we were getting some crazy moves. Because I mean, at the same time, $1,000 SPX contract can go to $10,000 in seconds.
For real, dude. For real. It's just a matter of
So
like, I don't know how to go about it other than like just continue to backtest it, but there's just some
yeah,
times where it's friggin' insane.
yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah. Well, how long are you gonna be on?
I don't know, man. I was actually getting ready to take a break. What are you doing?
Oh no, I'm heading home right now. Actually, I'm gonna go to the playground and meet my family as well. So I'll probably miss you, but I'll be on later tonight doing some charting and stuff, and I'll post them in the skill floor and in the swing floor. I mean, not much in the swing floor because obviously the market sucks,
Yeah.
but unless I'm swing short. But yeah, I'll just post some charts later and see what you posted.
Okay, man. Hit me up. Just tag me when you're on or whatever. If I'm around, I'll get back on.
Hell yeah! All right, brother. Have a good one then.
You too, man. See ya.
See you later.
Starlez, ladies and gentlemen. As we live and breathe. The man, the myth, the legend. Um I'm just typing this up. Good sign of strength on Friday when it gapped up, filled the gap, and finished green. Needs to get over Monday's high day. Because we had a large gap down, and then just flushed. That's the high. Oh shoot! Monday was highest volume day on this move down. Period. Move down from all-time high. So maybe move down is over. NFA. Let's see. Bear flag look 2. Needs. Could definitely chop in a range here. I bought in more at 220. Like literally 220, which looking at this chart is pretty friggin' solid. Right now I'm up $30 a share from the ads. Not bad. But I don't know. The volume declining into the EMA pullback is not good either. Could be signaling that we may come down, retest the lows. Hammer candle into EMA is not the best look either. FOMC is the real wild card. All right, so let's just take this picture and we're gonna sign off for a bit. On the weekly. Oh shit! I gotta say too. Old earnings gap is still holding. Why is it telling me old is spelt wrong? OLD. Oh, that's a hell of a hammer candle too off the lows on the weekly. Yeah. Yep. All these, I just want to fill that gap. That's I'm out skis. Oh shit. Oh shit, somebody's actually paying attention. You said, look what happened the last two hammers up there. Here? Yeah, that one did fail. And then do you mean here? Like 1230 and 210? Mad Max? Yeah. Yeah, so the only for sure. The only difference I would say is let's look at that, right? So let's look at 1230 is tough because like man, they just barely flipped the CPC back long and then it still failed, right? Like it barely flipped, but like not a strong close. And 1230, I'm just gonna put it on a daily. Oh shit. Hold on. I want to put the daily next to the weekly, okay? Essentially, we'll just go to the same drawing set, the X1, X, and then put this one on the weekly. Okay, so like here's the weekly, here's the daily. So where's that first hammer? The first hammer is right here. First hammer, we had a huge, so here's definitely what happened, right? We had a huge gap down. We overtake that gap. We push up. Look, we gap up, we gap down. Right? Oh, sorry. We gap up and we fill it. It flushes. And so they're not able to like break. They make this low. They're not able to push a new high. When they make this lower high, this low fails and it pushes down. You get kind of this break and base look underneath here. And then that's where this hammer is. That's this hammer here. That's just gliding up into the EMA. Same look, right? Yeah. Same look. Here's the move down. It moves back up on declining volume. You get a big spike here in volume with a large upper wick, right? And then it fades. And you get a lot of sell. Boom. But then this is where like that's where I'm really wondering, was 310 it is now. It is, yes, correct. In demand zone now versus the last two. Thank you for interacting, dude. This is like so much better. It is in demand now versus before, and you do have that gap. I actually told a buddy of mine that I thought we would go down to about 214, 213 because like I knew where the gap was. And I said I could also see us sweeping under this October low, which would be under 212, right? So I just kind of give them that like 210s plus area. But we're still holding that gap, which is interesting. Like this is what we've held of this gap on the daily is essentially it's the earnings day open. Like that's exactly what we've held because that's where that zone is like stops. Perfect. It's kind of wild. So that's the only thing is I wonder with all of this volume, like, because that's the most sell volume. That's the highest volume day that we've had since the election. And those were big moves up. Was this capitulation? You know, like, was this just like everybody's just finally like, all right, we're done with this. And now we're out. Which is also why I really could see it doing some shit like this. You know, where it fills the gap. And if it fills the gap, if it was going to go lower, it could do something like this. I wouldn't be surprised to see something that looks roughly like that. But then also where we're here and we're back outside of the gap now, and like because we came down, we reclaimed the golden zone of the gap, and then we just gapped up. And then I bet you it pulls back close to that 38. Yeah, oh my god, dude. That was a freaking good bet. So now you see how like we wicked down to that 38, we came here and then we just gapped back out of it. So it's really as if like somebody is like trying to defend this area. Like people are really stepping in to try to defend this. And so I wouldn't be surprised if this is truly defended. So like I can see this way playing out. Also could see, you know, that like if we push up, especially we have this gap to fill, wouldn't be surprised to see it push up to like this level, come back down, and then just like in so many, you know, moves, move back up. Like, so either or. I'm going to take a picture of this and I'll post this too. I didn't post the weekly one either. Sweet. Alright, let me get these posted. So all these will be posted. Fucking 10 posts are going through on X. I hope this goes through. Who is this? This is so funny. Can I make it full screen? Shit. Let me see how I can show this friggin' video. Here it is. Yeah, this shit is so funny. I don't know why I think this is so funny, but it is. Lil Yachty, I can see that. Dude, that's hilarious. I bet you that was a hell of a lot of energy. Bet you that was a hell of a lot of energy being up there. All right. That's a wrap for me.